Oh, hey, welcome. This is a brand new YouTube channel I've created, and this is its first video. As mentioned in the title, I will give you a self-introduction, as well as my backstory, my reasons of making this channel, and what I aim for in the future. Let's start with my lore. I am a Hong Konger, which means I come from Hong Kong. It's a stunningly dazzling city on the southeastern coast of China. While being technically part of China, we are totally different. We have our own language, culture, values, and perspectives. This is because Hong Kong was a British colony until as recent as 1997. I lived a very happy young life. When I was in kindergarten, I had a childhood friend who is exceptional at academics. She never got anything below 90% in tests across all the subjects. Though something happened and it will be impossible for me to meet or even talk to her again. Then I went to primary school. I was diagnosed with autism, specifically the Asperger's syndrome, which meant I was particularly terrible at socializing, and I occasionally do or say something odd and weird. But thanks to my autism, I have a very specific field of interest that I am very obsessed with, and I often hyper-focus on everything. My parents are very loving, especially my mum. She took me to rock climbing, eye contact training, and body coordination almost every single day when I was still very young. This is why most people don't even notice I am autistic until I mentioned it, which I basically never did. I progressed into secondary school where I found my lifelong interest, programming. Since I always used computers extensively, especially at the times during COVID, I seem to have got very specialized at digital products. I know tons of shortcuts others probably would never know, and I found my passion in using computers. It was the year 2022 when I moved to England, where I started year 10. School was amazing. I never knew I could have been so happy studying. I had very mild depression before I have arrived in England, but it was replaced by fond memories of learning stuff happier than I could have imagined, and I still do. And the UK definitely changed me. By that I don't mean in a bad way. This country reshaped my values and views on everything. It was refreshing and surprisingly liberating. It felt natural and comfortable. And this is why I identify myself as a Brit. Not that I am replacing my old identity with a new one, but embracing both. I am a proud Brit, but I still love and preserve my identity as a Hong Konger. And of course, I've stepped up into my A-levels. Who could have thought post-16 was even happier than main school? Until I was betrayed by my closest friends. I thought we were so close already because it seemed so. I was always pressurized by pretending my public persona, and I decided it was time to open up and be my real self. It was a mistake. Just a day or two later, one of my classmates blurted out in class that "You've Asperger's syndrome, right? That shouldn't be hard for you." Well, that's weird. I have never told anyone else I was autistic except the closest friends I've opened up myself to. It took me a day to realize I was betrayed. one of my closest friends, or multiple, have leaked very personal things to others. I trusted them. It was almost half term, very fortunately, because I broke down when I started slowly realizing how I was only tolerated, not welcomed. I was so broken I had to force myself to eat a single slice of cheese, just to biologically survive. It was the worst half-term ever. As time went on, I slowly and unwantedly recovered, and here I am. Although I always sit by myself, it's not loneliness. I call it clarity, dignity, and solitude. If others want to be in a group of other people who only cares about being performative and surface level interaction, sure, let them be. I feel more freedom by myself anyway. And that is probably an oversimplified, vague summary of myself. Why did I create this channel? What is it even for? Well, don't ask me, because I don't even know. It was a sudden, intrusive thought that spontaneously came to my mind while laying in bed with accumulated fatigue. It was just a very random thought. I just wanted to share random knowledge, play the drums, or gaming montages. Think of sharing bits of happiness in life. That's what I'm aiming for. Why the channel name, you may ask? That's because I have zero creativity at naming things. Well, to be fair, this channel will just be me uploading general stuff. I might consider starting secondary channels if things get messy or I gain a lot of views and subscribers, which doesn't seem possible, at least at this stage. And the point of this channel? One word: fun. That's it. I'm just here to have fun and spread joy. Nothing else, really. Where do I see my channel in the future? Well, I don't really see anything much. As mentioned before, I'd mainly have fun, so other things are way less important. Monetization and advertisements. As a fellow YouTube user, it's very understandable to be slightly frustrated by inserted adverts when the good bit was coming up. Therefore, I might enable monetization in the future, though that depends. And the probability of putting in adverts, it's quite low at the moment. At least it will probably be at the end of the video, since it has the least impact on viewing experience. For upload frequencies, I don't really have a plan. As a burst of passion person, I do whatever that comes to mind with the sudden motivation, so don't expect my videos to be uploaded routinely. Not good for grabbing views and gaining fans, but good for me being myself and enjoying life at its fullest. Besides, I'll be doing my A-level exams in May. YouTube doesn't define me, nor is my place of belonging anyway. For languages and subtitles used in videos, I might vary sometimes, mainly to get more people to have fun with me, or maybe even inspire people to learn other languages. That's probably it. I don't know when I will upload my first actual content-rich video, but I hope we'll all have fun by then. Enjoy your day.